Hello Libra, welcome to your 2025 reading with me, Cindy. Larry Pat. Him and I have been arguing. We've been going at it all morning. We made up now, so it's okay. Anyways, Libra, we're going to ask, what is your priority in 2025? What is the good coming for you in 2025? And how you will view the world in 2025. And I say the world, we're going to ask like, your interpersonal world, friends, family, neighborhood, that sort of thing. And in the greater collective world, how you gonna be looking at that, what that look like to you. So let's get started. Energy Oracle deck and then teeny tiny tarot. You comfy, Larry? Oh, it's a good boy. Okay. Your priority in 2025. Your financial constraints. How are you feeling confined financially? That's the priority. That's interesting. It's like you want to address this. What is it? So you might be looking at things in terms of needs and wants here. I want to say that you're going to be spending a little bit more thrifty. You are going to see how you can stretch a buck. It's interesting. Well, I'm going to be honest. Just the way the world is right now, I feel like your priority is probably one of the most realistic right now. Okay, what is the good coming for you in 2025? You've got some positive new beginnings in your life, all part of a door to personal healing and happiness. I'm kind of wondering here if, you may, the way I've described this energy, like stretching a buck too, it's maybe not necessarily focusing as much on work as you have. Because of this, like the good things coming to you, it's almost like spending more time perhaps in areas that fulfill you, that make you feel really nice. It feels great. Like this is, I don't know. It just feels like there's not enough, or you're going to get by with what you can because there's other things that you want to do, right? Like maybe not accepting overtime so often, or trying to hit certain goals to achieve certain bonuses or things like that. I don't know, but yeah. So coming in 2025 is healing, the good things, positive new beginning. There could be some new relationships I'm getting here too, like some new relationships that you could be starting in 2025 that these feel really, really wonderful. I think you're going to be making some changes in your life as well that are reflecting sort of outside changes that reflect internal things that you've been working through. So how are you going to view the world more like your interpersonal? A lot of possibilities here. So in terms of your very personal world, friends and family and that, there's going to be a lot of things to consider. You might even be dealing with someone in your life who has a lot of different options here to look at, or they need to look at a lot of different options. You could be doing networking as well. This is kind of giving me a networking vibe. If there's something that you need, or something that you're trying to resolve, or I don't know, maybe you're trying to look for a new job where you are making more money, you could be like trying to see what doors are available to you through the people that are closely around you as well. How are you going to view the outer, like the collective world? Speaking their truth. That's interesting. So the outer world, you're going to see people being a lot more vocal about things. People kind of like speaking the truth, maybe where the truth was, people were afraid to talk about the truth. I feel like some things haven't worked. That's interesting. This whole deck. Well, no. I had it like this and I turned it around so that this would be upright. But it really, honestly, it is reversed because it's like almost this entire deck is upright. So you've been going through a situation here where you haven't really been fully aware of your true power. I want to say this is like maybe in 2025. Maybe not recognizing how much power you've really had to transform your life. So that's the underlying. Well, let's just get right into it here with this Financial constraints is your priority in 2025. Show me more about this financial constraint for Libra that is a priority in 2025. The Five of Swords. That's curious. That's almost giving me a vibe here, like it doesn't matter how hard you work, you don't make any more. Or it doesn't matter, you know, what kind of effort you put in, you don't get that promotion. This is something in your life where it feels like there's no way that you can win this. So are you going to you're going to figure out how you can be winning at this. How are your finances constrained? Like what? They all landed in a neat little pile, one after the other. The Star, the Four of Cups, and the Tower. Some of you might feel like you missed an opportunity here. Or you're missing an opportunity. It's very curious. I'm feeling like in the coming year, Libra, y'all are going to be looking at... Now, when it says finances, like I want to say it could even be centered around your work or your career in some way. It's almost like to say that you don't feel like you're fulfilling sort of like what you're meant to be doing. So that's also interesting. So with the Five of Swords, it could be like you could be working somewhere, right? And this is paying the bills. And then, but it's not actually what you feel like you really should be doing in life. Or where you should be spending 8, 10, 12 hours a day, whatever it could be. So you're making this a priority. How are you going to do that? How are you going to make this a priority? This is really interesting. How are you going to make this a priority? The Knight of Cups. Okay. We're getting more with that. I hope that you're leading with more than that. The Knight of Cups. The King of Wands and the Ace of Wands. I never noticed that before, but the Knight of Cups has like the Nike wings on his feet, which to me is that Mercury. Isn't that odd? I would not expect to see, oh, I know why. I think because each knight is represented by air, but then they're also represented by, so they hold a dualistic nature of, which I think all the court cards do. So all knights represent movement, which represents air, but then depending on what they are, so the movement of your heart makes sense, okay. I kind of want to say that I feel like some of you might be doing a side gig. Some of you might be doing a bit of a side hustle or a side gig in 2025 here. It's creative. You're really focusing your energies and you're going into it with a real strong sense of confidence here. So some of you could be coming up with sort of a side hustle in 2025. This is a priority. It's almost like the cupboard doesn't have enough. So I'm going to do, there isn't enough, or not to say there isn't. It's just like there's just enough. I feel like some of you are financially, it's like just enough. And that's not quite enough. Or it's not what you want. But it goes beyond just finances here. Because it also looks like there's something about what you feel is your destiny or calling or what you really want to do is not being fulfilled here. So I think some of you are going to do a bit of a side hustle. I'm hoping it's a side hustle. There is no pentacles that are showing up. Fuck this. These readings have been weird like that. Leo has had the most pentacles than anybody in their reading, but so many of you are showing up without pentacles, which makes me feel like things are very transformable and it's not set in stone. Like, these are energies and emotions and feelings and thoughts for you guys to work with. And what you make with that is going to be a lot up to you. So it does also feel like 2025 is somehow a year of, you know, choice and action. That's a lot of that is up to you. And these are the energies that you have to work with. And this is how you might be feeling. Some of you are definitely doing something that is, I want to say it's very creative. That's your priority here. Your priority is creativity. It's looking at life from a very romantic standpoint. I want to also say, if this is like not a side hustle, but it's somewhere where you're working now, you may be working for someone who's really passionate. Like, they're not like a King of Pentacles. They're a King of Wands, so it's all about, let's change things. Let's see what we can do. Let's not do things by the status quo. What's the most original idea you got today, right? The King of Wands and the Ace of Wands. And this Knight of Cups is, I want to say it might even be, like, if you feel like you're not getting ahead or you're not making enough, it's to show someone that your heart is really in it here. That you're really meant for this. And it's because your heart is really in it. And I want to say that cup energy towards the King of Wands, I feel like it's not the Knight of Wands, so, you know, but you're going to work with who you have to work with. I think you're going to get a better response out of that than you would maybe even a Pentacle. So that's interesting. So yeah, something to do with your finances is definitely a priority for you in 2025. Good coming in is the door to personal healing and happiness. The Hierophant, the Four of Wands, the Three of Swords, and the Death card. Well, I will say this. For some of you who are, I would say you're either maybe divorced or you're widowed or widowers, I want to say that you are getting back on the horse again. That's what this looks like. And there might even be a relationship coming in for you. The relationship, it doesn't come through here as strongly as the cards indicating that you're getting back up on the horse again. And you're kind of getting out there in life. You're having a rebirth here in an area that looks a lot like marriage. But that's the Three of Swords. So, yeah. Others of you might be reconciling a marriage. You might be going to the good coming in, like maybe you've wanted to go to couple therapy or something like that with your partner and they haven't wanted to do it. I will say that they will want to do it in 2025. Like, there's support here for you either to kind of like have a rebirth in your life in the relationship area that has not been successful for you, that has kind of ended in heartbreak. Or you're going to be working on this relationship, bringing new life into it. It's also interesting. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean that you are going to like couples therapy or anything like that, or counseling. But there's something going on here where, like, how are you healing this? How's this being healed? The Page of Cups and the Page of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups. I'm going to say that there's something being healed because it's almost like, let's not focus on the past and let's start taking steps forward in a way that we really don't know how to do this. Like, let's stop doing this dance and let's do a different dance. It's beginner mind. It's beginner mind, actually, really. That is how that's happening. Now, there could be something here. One of you could be learning something new as well. You could be learning something new. It's almost like you yourself have healing. I wonder if some of you could even be moving towards some type of a healing practice. Or counseling or therapy, like as the counselor or the therapist as well. So this is very specific. It's not going to be for everybody, but something that I'm seeing here as well, the good coming in, is there is somebody here who was some type of a therapist. And it looks an awful lot like marriage counseling or something like that. If you lost a job doing this, you're getting a rebirth in it. Family, because the page is also here. Family counseling, social work. Interesting, huh? Some of you could be, like if some of you are trying to end or finalize the dissolvement of a long-term relationship, like a marriage, that's going to happen for you in 2025. And these are a part of your new steps forward, and it feels great. It's like it just honestly feels really, really good. I mean, to have the door to personal healing and happiness with the Ace of Cups, particularly with the Death card, like a rebirth, a full-on rebirth here, feeling like a new person. All right, so how you view the world kind of outside of you, but your personal world here, family and friends, many options to consider, the adjacent possibilities. The Page of Swords. Somebody is really looking at and trying to understand and consider their options. It's kind of funny. Some of you, I don't know, some of you could be at a stage in 2025 where maybe your kids are going and they're doing another level of education, or somebody here is trying to learn something. They're trying to figure out where's the best place to learn this. Where's my best options? Where are my best options? Some of you, I want to say when this comes forward, it's because it's like related to you in some way. The Three of Pentacles and the Two of Cups. It does feel like someone going to school, doesn't it? I wonder if, I wonder if some of you are even going to think about, or someone in your close circle might give you an idea here about re-educating yourself around something, recertifying yourself. I feel like you're going to meet someone that you get along with really, really well too. Like there's a new person coming in for you in 2025. It doesn't have to be romantic. Honestly, it looks like you and this person could be taking a class together or something like that, or you're involved in something that, let's just say it's something that you wouldn't have considered doing prior to 2025, or you wouldn't have seen yourself there in 2025. What's this Two of Cups? Like you could be in a group here with someone working on a project. Some of you could be ending this. You have the World, the Six of Pentacles, and the Seven of Swords. Oh. No? Okay. No. I want y'all. Okay. What is this? There is someone around you who's fucking around. There's somebody here who's... I just heard stealing from Paul to pay Peter. I haven't heard that in a long time. Someone here is stealing from Paul to pay Peter is the best way to describe that, with the Six of Pentacles and the Seven of Swords. You're going to see how somebody's been fucking around here. I'm not sure what they're doing. It's almost like they're giving inappropriately to someone else. Or if someone was not supposed to be involved with another person. So that's the other way this looks. They are still. It's odd. It's, okay, I don't know. I mean, maybe it's kids, but a child is the best way I could sort of explain it. It's almost like saying to someone, you are not allowed to, you're not allowed? Maybe it's not that, because it's the World card. It's almost like this has come to an ending and that's all, it's final. It's almost like if you moved somewhere, right? And your child no longer had contact with someone else. But then it's almost like they do, or somebody is reaching out here in a sneaky way with the Seven of Swords. Somebody is... Seven of Swords. Wait, what's the Six of Pentacles? Did you see that? It's on camera. The devil. The devil. That's what this is. And it just caught right in my hand. Like it caught in the cards there to show what it is. It's like showing itself. It's the devil. It's the devil. Ooh, somebody here been up to no good. You're going to see that. The Seven of Swords. The Five of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles. This Two of Cups comes to an end. And then it's followed by a very unhealthy, I don't know, someone could be gambling. Somebody's putting their resources where they shouldn't be. To say that. Somebody's putting their resources where they shouldn't be putting their resources. Or someone's paying into a resource here that they shouldn't be paying into. Or this person could be forced to pay into it. I don't know. Some of you could be looking into, I think that this is what you're seeing though. I don't think this is you. Because this could even be somebody who's trying to figure out how they can hide their money from someone else. I'm going to say that. Okay? This could be around someone who's trying to figure out how they can hide their money from someone else. They might be trying to hide this money in a physical resource, like a house or something, right? Where, well, you can't get that resource, you can't get that money out until you sell the house. Oh, and look, nobody comes to the house. Oh, I forgot to leave the key for the estate agent. Like, it's something going on here, that's for sure. This has been one of the most interesting out of everybody, what you're going to see in your personal world. Somebody trying to figure out an unethical way of moving or hiding money. That's where that is. Okay. Okay. So now, the outer world, in the greater collective, you're going to see them speaking their mind. Saying things that people were not saying before. What are they going to be talking about? What are they going to be saying? The Emperor. Well, not so sure. Very interesting. The Emperor, the Sun, and the Two of Swords. I'm not too sure about that. People not being too sure about leaders. And it says, oh, this looks bright and sunny. But, oh, here's the other thing. You could hear, there could be leaders speaking out in ways that you haven't heard them speaking out before. And this could be leaving you and other people like, I'm not so sure about what I think about that. But it's the fucking truth. The Emperor with the Sun, that's the truth. This is a leader speaking the truth. But it's almost like people don't know how to take that. This is, you're going to see either a leader, a specific leader here, or leaders that are, they're telling the truth, but people are going to be like, oh, I don't know about that. The two, what's this Two of Swords? The Hanged Man in reverse. People's egos are going to get in the way of whatever this is. I'm feeling like that's quite the thing coming through here. These three cards went off on their own here. The Knight of Pentacles, Judgment, and the Page of Wands. Somebody is going to say the truth here. I don't know who it is. I don't know what leader it is, but there is a leader here. I feel like this should be, oh, here we go. Libra into that collective energy. There is a leader here who is going to speak the truth. People are not going to believe this readily. They're not going to be sure what to think, to be honest, and why. Because the Hanged Man is like your ego. The ego is in the way of looking at something for what it is. Now, the other 3 cards that came out, the Knight of Pentacles, Judgment, and the Page of Wands. This has been a long time coming. Whatever this is, this has been a long time coming, and there we have the voicing this. And I want to say if it's been a long time coming, it's been someone. It's given me the impression that this is someone who's been in a leadership role for a long time, or this person has been involved behind the scenes for a long time. Like, I don't know. Well, maybe. I mean, it could be somebody who's a bit of a, like you call them a career politician or something like that. Or it could be someone, here's the other thing, it could be someone who's been in a long line of leadership. So it could have something to do with royalty as well. What is this truth about? It went into 2 different ways here. The Magician is over here. The 2 of Pentacles is over there. Okay, this is somebody saying that someone is manifesting one thing but doing another. Oh, it's reminding me of your, right? Like in your personal world, this. Somebody is stealing from Peter to pay Paul. I still think that applies in your personal world. But it's indicating to me like someone says they're doing one thing, but they're doing the other. And this person knows, I'm going to say they know, because they've been in the political system, they've been in world government or world leadership or in the knowing in some way for a while. But that's the truth. This is the truth. But people's egos are going to stop them from believing this. So it's so fascinating, isn't it? Who is this leader? It's a woman. It's a woman. It's a woman. The Moon, the Queen of Wands, and the Knight of Wands. It's a woman. There's a lot of woman energy there with the Moon and the Queen of Wands. This is a woman in a leadership role here. She's going to be saying something. And people are not going to, now the ego, so here's another thing I'm going to put out there with that too, is that there's a lot of people around the world that will very easily discredit a woman if she is saying something in particular that is bucking the system. Women should not be doing that. Right? So, but the ego here, the Hanged Man is in the reverse. This is why. The Ace of Pentacles, the Lovers, Justice in the reverse, and the Two of Wands. Why the ego is there. Why this ego is a problem. And seeing this. Because this is an opportunity. Okay. Because it's like, okay, if it's saying that somebody is doing something here, they're making it like they're doing this, but they're not. They're doing this. But people really want whatever this is. Like that it seems like is being done. They want that. They want whatever seems like is being done to be the thing here. They want but it's just because justice is in the reverse, and it's what I was dreaming of, but it's not, it's what I wanted. It's what I hoped for. The Lovers. I'm going to tell you too, I want to say that because the Lovers is here and it's in the upright, that this is a very significant choice for people to make, whether they believe this or not. Now, I don't know if this is in 2025 or this is just, I'm going to edit this video. So those of you that are watching this as an edited video, this came through in Libra's 2025 reading. And so Libra's like watching this going, what are you doing? So you all know Libra. So often when I've sat down to do Libra readings, I will get like collective or public service announcement readings. And it's funny because here I am in Libra and I'm asking about the collective. I'm asking about what they're going to see in the world, how they're going to view the world in 2025, and the collective, the outer world. So that's how this is coming in. And it is, so it goes beyond, I am going to edit this part and put it as a PSA, a public service, yes, service announcement. So I don't know, but that's what's coming through here. There is a woman here, and she's in some sort of either leadership or position of, I will say, royalty possibly. And she is going to be telling the truth here. And this is something that feels unusual. It feels unusual for this person to speak in this way, and it feels unusual for this person to speak about these things. Not, though, that they wouldn't know these things, but that's not their role, or they could even be speaking up about something that they would have been seen supporting. So that's what I got. That's what I have for you, Libra and the collective at large. So, temperance. I would say, yeah, this is going to be a good year for you, Libra, to just kind of like see how things move around you. Be patient. If there's something that you want to do, I'm kind of getting the vibe here. Oh, that's interesting. Really? No, I'm being told differently. I'm being told you've been very patient. And this is your year to start thinking about things differently here. All right. I'm going to go do your extended reading, Libra. In the extended, I'm going to ask, what is your spiritual quest in 2025? I'm going to ask about work and finances in 2025 and your romantic / personal life in 2025. Thank you so much, Libras. Until next time, be gentle with yourselves. Bye.